Hey everybody, welcome to another Geekly Game Lab. This time it's a Borderlands 3 Initial Impressions, starring me, Tim Lanning, as the Siren, as well as Nick Bristow. Nick, how are you?
I'm good, Tim. I'm playing Maz, the Gunner.
Okay, Nika, as always, is here too. How are you?
Hi, I am doing wonderful. I also played Russian Diva.
Perfect. And Mike Bachmann.
I'm playing Fleck, the Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
Ooh, I don't know anybody who's playing the Beastmaster.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people are playing Beastmaster. I only chose him for Pro ZD. I just want to hear those lines.
Yeah, Pro ZD is very good. We're here to talk a little bit about the first, I don't know, 2 hours, give or take, 3 dozen
it's
hours
a long game.
Yeah, I can imagine. Of Borderlands 3. Not a complete review, just impressions. So let's kind of just go around. Let's say where we are, what level. I'm level 23, I want to say. I got to, I don't even know what planet, like the swamp one. And I like just Mars. Met Tiny Tina.
Bringing back the classics.
Yeah, Tiny Tina 2. How about you, Nika? I think you've played 36 minutes of it. Is that right?
I'm level 8.
Perfect.
I just beat Mouthpiece.
Yeah, so wait,
who's that? The bosses have names?
Yeah,
that's the first boss.
He's
I just shoot guns.
That has the big speakers that like the music.
Yeah. I mean, the first take of this, I didn't know what character I was playing. Like, I didn't know the name of my character, so...
Yeah. Nick, where are you? I think I know where you are.
I am level 20. I just turned 20. And I just did the first vault. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
We completed that last night, I think. No, you didn't play with us last night.
No, I did not. What was I doing last night? I was getting ready for Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Bachmann, how about yourself?
I'm level 18. I just got to, I'm like a little ways into Promethea, I believe.
Yeah.
The first planet?
No,
or second
I don't
planet?
think it is.
The second planet?
It's the third planet.
Athena's the third planet.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's what I said. Is that what I said?
How is everyone finding it? I'll go first. Broadly speaking, when I first started playing, I liked it a lot. It was fun. And then Chris Hardwick showed up. And I was like,
yeah. Then you liked it more.
And then I continued to play it. I went back and forth. I think once I got to Athena, I think I liked
that's the first
Promethea. That's a third planet if you count Pandora for the first planet. And then I started to hate the game. But now I think I like it again. I can't quite tell. I think it's because I got to the point where the Siren feels really good and the guns I have are pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because I'm super down the tree. And it just kind of felt like I felt like the encounter design in Athena was really bad. And I feel like there was a pretty bad string of bosses for a little bit. And I was like, ugh. And plus the writing consistently is dog shit, like horrible. Almost want to mute it, but also I'm just kind of baffled.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a hack that you can do to make this game real good. If you go into the options and you're going to want to click sound, and there's a dialogue slider. You're going to want to turn that to 0.
You don't want to turn that one.
Make sure another hang up people get is leaving subtitles on it. Don't do that either.
No,
just get rid of all of that. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the story, the characters, everybody. I don't know. It almost feels like none of them fit together. And they also... the things they say obviously are just for jokes, so like it really kind of pulls you out of the world.
Borderlands, I think, has always been a good game if you're okay with like playing like a competent loot shooter while a 12-year-old screeches memes into your ear.
Right.
Yeah,
So after the first vault, there's like a scene where like all the characters you've met are kind of talking, and like looking at this scene, it just looks like a bunch of. It looks like a bunch of DLC characters are in a room together. Like they don't feel like they're from the same game.
Yeah, Bachmann, you know the important video where the dude is like, I think I'm well read. I think I like interesting books. And he's like dressed up like a vampire in a graveyard. That's what it looks like. And this looks like a whole bunch of random cosplayers. But that being said, I feel like there's a couple things that they are doing. I think they're kind of trying to go for a couple times, like they're trying to go for something a little more mature. Like it feels like this is written by two groups. The group that was like, all right, let's have some representation. Let's have a non-binary character, even if they're a robot, and let's have some queer people around. The other side is the like, what if like we had boner jokes that were inside of our poop jokes, and maybe we could do it all together.
I feel like I got like a heavy sense that they're like trying to like. They're trying to have it both ways. Like, here we're gonna have a character that just makes like, just for like 30 minutes of gameplay, like 4 or 5 quests strung together is gonna make like, a lot of like, women jokes about women and like about like the sex acts that he's gonna do to all these women, and then it's like it's okay though because you kill him at the end, like that kind of thing.
Nika, you're not super far in, but how have you been finding, I guess, like the bad guys? You haven't you haven't left the planet yet, right?
No, I didn't know you left it. No.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I assume there's like some sort of travel though.
Yeah.
I mean, the bad guys, now they're fine. It's like, to me, I'm in the honeymoon phase of it. And then it just reminds me of old Borderlands with, like you said, boner poop jokes, but it doesn't seem like bad yet. Like there's maybe been one or two things where I'm just kind of like, but it's not like
yeah,
because it like starts with claptrap and like, oh, here we go again. But there's just something, you're about to see something that happens that is like really discordant in the themes of what's like the joke or like silliness they're going for with like the hyper violence, which has always been Borderlands thing. But they usually people like explode, right, in like a shower of blood. And it's like, okay, well that's gross, but it's cartoonish.
Yeah.
There's something that's gonna happen. It's not like a huge deal at all.
I don't even know what you're referring to right now.
It's like right when you leave the planet. It's just like really kind of strange, and the vibe is off. But I will say the villains in this game are horrible.
Oh, the Calypso twins, you mean?
Oh yeah, there's some of the worst Borderlands characters like that I've ever encountered.
Yeah, well, so they're supposed to be like streamer, influencer / TV preacher kind of people.
Oh, you mean like what is it? Trina?
I just know them as the twins.
The Calypso twins.
The Siren twins.
Yeah. Well, I think like sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that first mission is you're going to their like prayer center or their streaming center to kind of confront them,
because like they basically are a cult, and they're like a Twitch streamer cult, and then they start making videos.
Twitch
and they
is still
start
around in this universe. It's weird.
Yeah,
it is really weird.
They're all on Mixer. Thank you very much.
Kill people. They're on Plex.
Plex is the home media server that you can run yourself. Plex Storm is the porn one.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they're on both. They merge in the future.
Okay.
That's what I was doing last night. That's right. I think I thought Handsome Jack was fine. Because it was just Borderlands, whatever. And he wasn't as ridiculous, but they interrupt you constantly and like scream in your ear. And if I could like turn down just the Calypso twins a little bit, even like Kanagawa is a villain you're going to meet soon. Nika is like kind of douchey, but he's not even as bad as they are.
It's wild to me that anybody can name any of the characters in Borderlands, because like any Borderlands game that I've ever played, I've cared so little about the story, and like I'm like, I'll just go where the diamond is.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I can't turn it off because I'm like,
you gotta know.
I'm a gamer. You gotta know what happens. I'm a storyteller. I'm an artist, if you will.
I just think, especially for the Calypso twins, the girl, I don't know her name, the girl twin. I just feel like her voice doesn't really match. Well, okay, it didn't meet my expectations for what I thought these characters were going to be. Like, she's so much douchier than I was expecting.
But I don't hate that. I would, whenever she was talking, I was like, I could definitely see how this is like a fiasco character or something like it could be a short kind of like game.
You think that's how they wrote it?
To be
They're playing Fiasco.
That's maybe.
Yeah, probably. I wanted them to from that first trailer at PAX, I thought they were gonna be like these super powerful, sinister, like super evil dudes and girl dude, and they're not. They're just kind of a joke.
Yeah.
Well, I think they are hyper powerful.
Yes, they are, but they don't act like it.
Yeah, and we don't want to get any spoilers, but you learn pretty quickly that well, not spoilers, but it's even the trailers. Like the dude has glowing tattoos, which is a thing in the Borderlands world, right? If you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's and then the mission that Nick and I just did, they are able to just like plop in and then just like delete people, and it's interesting because they're very powerful, but also if they didn't keep like plopping into your feed and screaming at you, then it wouldn't be as bad. And then the video they make at the beginning of the game is playing throughout the universe, and it's like really, really annoying sounding.
Yeah. Their names are Tyreen and Troy.
Tyreen and Troy. Okay.
Cool.
And also, if you type in Borderlands 3 Calypso Twins, the first thing that comes up is, did you mean twin names? Because nobody knows their fucking names.
We've been a little negative here, but I do want to say that I think the gameplay is better than ever, probably, right?
You know what? I never really got that far in Borderlands 2, and I think I've played more of Borderlands 3 than I did of 1 and 2 combined, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's more vehicle, like, the having more vehicles is cool. Like, I've liked the idea of the weapons, but I don't feel like they're like I feel like they're always less powerful than how cool they are makes them seem like they should be.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's hard for me to get excited about anything that I've found so far. I had sniper rifles that like, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. This does a shit ton of damage. And then I fire it and the sound is like, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's kind of the whole theme, right? Like every time you get like a big rocket launcher and you're like, this is no better than my pistol. Usually.
Yeah, it's weird. And I will say that if this game does not stop giving me fucking sniper rifles, I'm going to scream to death. Well, I have one, but they give you 50.
Yeah.
All the good weapons, it's all random, right? So you're like,
you don't use
if you're
them?
trying to get level item level 250 guns, you're going to be given 220s, and then all of a sudden they're going to give you a 280 sniper rifle, and then again and again and again. So like I have a really good sniper rifle right now, and I love it, but I don't need 5 more, and because ammo. So the gunplay is better, but I run out of ammo, and all of these engagements are too long, and they don't have Yeah, I mean, they have like loot, they have like stuff everywhere, but there's not like that much you want. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that I'm older, but like when I played Borderlands 1 and 2, I would just open everything, right? Because it was like
right now you're just like, that's just more ammo. I don't want it, or that's more money, or like whatever. And I'm full.
Right, and there's never any good weapons in the like shitty boxes, so I'm not as excited to do it.
I get that.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part about this game is when you do get that cool weapon. Last night when you weren't playing with us because you were busy.
I was busy.
So my character is all about splash damage, like grenades, that kind of thing. And so we killed one of the bosses, and I got an assault rifle that shoots rockets. And it's like a minigun, and so it fires rockets faster the longer you hold it. And because of my character's abilities, like it's nuts. And it's the first time I've been like really wowed by this game, is I got this gun and I could just destroy like a whole battlefield of enemies very quickly with this thing. And it's the first time I've felt like this game was actually like really awesome. Yeah,
and I think that's because it kind of goes through a weird spike And the spike is sort of random. If you have a lot of golden keys, you're probably gonna be fine. But if not, like, you're gonna go through situations where you have shitty guns and you might get a new cool gun, but it actually is not gonna be that great. So you have to sort of hope that you get lucky. And then you get to a point where even if you did get lucky with guns, you're killing people fast. But then all of a sudden they start killing you like immediately. Like, and there's some bosses that don't have any backup, so you can't like get a second wind. Like there's the boss on the moon is like so boring. It's like I guess I do have yeah,
you man, no spoilers.
Well, not the moon, but it's basically
there's more than one moon.
I think I just went to another moon. I think the swamp planet's a moon.
There's two moons?
Technically, or maybe it's an asteroid. I don't remember. But yeah, it's one of those situations where you kind of are going back and forth. But yeah, if you get a good gun, then it's like, oh, this is fun again. And I just wish there was something to even out these valleys, so to speak.
Oh, okay. So are you gonna cut in here for a second?
Please
This
do.
is a Randy Pitchford quote. The twins are like the douchiest kind of live streamers of the future you can possibly imagine. So they nailed it. They nailed it. Game of the year.
It just feels so embarrassing.
Unfortunately, they're like the same amount of douchey as the worst streamers of the present. So it's like we've seen enough of that.
Yeah, and they're not even as bad as some of the ones we have now. So that's kind of a fun thing. But yeah, if this game is going to be like 60 hours, I don't want them screaming in my ear the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, for all the criticisms and all the jokes that fall flat, like, I don't know. I'm enjoying playing this with you, Tim, and with other people that I know that aren't Tim. And it's kind of nice just to have like a mindless shooter again.
Yeah. So like when I first started playing it, I was like, this is awesome. Me, Nick, and the other person were like, we're beating this game together, bros. We're doing it. Let's do it.
We'll be friends forever after this.
This summer will last forever. Let's be sure to talk to each other at middle school next year. And then,
can you imagine if you had this game in middle school? How fucking rad would that be?
I would explode
with your whole lunch table.
There have been a lot of middle schoolers exploding lately. So
yeah. There's like 15 Old Town Road remixes, and Borderlands 3 is out. Oh, Lord, Mamma Mia, spicy meatball. Yeah, so I do think I'm going to keep playing it. But when I was playing it before, I was like, you know what? I want to go play Destiny. Because I was like, that's a schluter that feels amazing and sort of respects my time, depending. Especially, well, it does now. But then I kind of was like, you know what? This is kind of too intense. So I want to switch back to Borderlands. And now Borderlands is like,
yeah,
it's semi-mindless, semi-this. It's still pretty hard, which is interesting. But
yeah, like there could be challenging encounters, but like beating them is never takes a ton of mental energy, you know?
Yeah, it can be a huge pain in the ass.
The reason I like playing like Borderlands over, say, like a Destiny or something, or any of those other like games as a service style loot shooters is like they're just like they're content based, and you get to like whatever their like top tier is and just like wait for the next content, and like everybody's got like the same gun, they all know where to get it, like the one that's got. And
you're talking about Destiny.
Yeah, exactly. And I like to play something like this where it's not, they'll have expansions, but it's not necessarily geared towards that, so they don't have to gear it towards balance as much,
right?
And you can get like the kind of weird things, and that kind of feeds into a little bit of that disappointment that I feel like I haven't been finding those weird things. But
yeah, like I got an early gun that when you reloaded it was a grenade, and that felt good. But even now, I haven't gotten anything. I mean,
that was like a whole
weird
manufacturer in Borderlands 2. It's like that was
really?
Yeah, it was one type of gun always did that. Yeah, the T1.
I feel like if I had played a bunch of Borderlands 2 and was really burnt out on it, I would not be having as much fun. But because I kind of fell off Borderlands 2 at the time, I think that's kind of coloring my opinion.
I played so much fucking Borderlands 2.
Yeah, I played like half that game twice.
See, you guys fucked up.
I played it on Vita, so that was 3 frames a second.
Oh, I forgot that came out on Vita. I'm looking at my Vita right now. I wonder if it has Borderlands on it.
You should download it.
It's still in the box. Never opened it. It has Borderlands on the box. Yeah, dude, it's on there.
Speaking of frames per second, I do wish we bought this on the PC, Nicholas.
Yeah, thanks.
It's no one else was talking about it, and the only people that I heard talking about it were buying it on the PS4. So it's like, I'll buy it on the PS4.
That's kind of the thing now. Is if it's a multiplayer game, I go to like the one person who's not you that always plays games, and I can usually play games with, or play a new game with, and I'll get it on whatever he does. Because I don't want to play by myself. I get lonely.
That's so true. And it's not horrible by yourself, because they do a lot of times give you buddies, because this is like every, you know how like Borderlands 2 had cameos from Borderlands 1? This game is all cameos, which is, it's fun. Because you see what they're up to. But they can revive you, but they're not always around. So I don't know. I wish they would give you like a co-op partner when you're by yourself, like I don't know, something just like load in a flak if you're by yourself.
Yeah, that's the thing. I know you got stuck on the vault boss, but when me and the other guy did it, it was no problem because we could pick each other up, or if one of us died, we just respawned and would go in there while the other person was still fighting.
I did the vault boss first try. Thank you.
I thought you ran out of ammo and then died.
No. Kanagawa was not fun, and
that
he's
the
ninja. Bachmann, you're gonna fight him, and I hope. I hope he like jumps around and creates clones of himself and heals himself.
I must have to fight him soon, because if Nick, you said you're only 20.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, and I'm 18, so it's got to be coming up.
He's
you've must have been doing a lot of side stuff or something.
Really? Yeah, he's on the business planet.
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Well, so another complaint.
Okay.
A big thing about this game was the multiple worlds, but each world is basically just a level. They're they're pretty linear as well. It's not like you're roaming on a new planet. You're just in a new area. Like
I don't mind that. I don't need it to be open world or whatever.
Yeah, I was expecting. I think this game feels less ambitious than I thought it would.
Yes, that's okay. That's a great point. Is for being a game that came out how many years after Borderlands 2?
I think last one was 2014.
Yeah, that is a bummer, I would say, because there's so much more they could have done. I mean, it looks amazing.
Oh no, Borderlands 2 came out in 2012.
Any final thoughts, friends? I think this game is complicated, and it's not super easy for me to talk about it quickly and succinctly.
Oh no, I got you.
So okay,
bad story, a lot of ideas that they are not great at paying off.
In the story.
Well, no, in the gameplay too. Like, well, I guess it's kind of a story thing, but like, and they're like, you're gonna have to go into a virtual reality, and then all they do is put a fucking filter over the screen. It's like
that was fucking
and make you
bullshit.
backtrack while you
Yeah, that sucks. The backtrack in this game is horrible. Yeah. Like, and they'll give you a fast travel point at the end of like a mission, and it says fast travel, just like all the other ones, and then you fast travel and you can't go back. So, and the entire Athena only has one like selling place that I know of. There maybe some other place like hidden off the side has it, but
and you can't track more than one quest at a time, which is a huge fucking problem. It's like I'll have a quest to.
Why would you want to?
Because there's numerous times, because the levels are linear. There's tons of times where I'm going off to do one quest. I pick something on the map, and there's another quest along the way that I could do, and I don't find out about it until I go and I do that quest and I come back. And turn it in.
It's all backtracking. Yeah. Okay.
So they just let me
you want to
see
open
everything.
your map. Yeah, and see all the objective markers.
Mm-hmm. Just let me filter them out. Track more than one quest or whatever.
Yeah. There's the cool thing, good thing is I think some of the things some changes that would make this game better can be fixed in a patch. Some can't.
I mean, but that quest tracking thing's been a problem since Borderlands 1, so I kind of doubt that's going to happen.
I don't think that's. Yeah, I think you're right. I don't think that's going to happen.
It's just weird that they haven't evolved. It wasn't as much of an evolution as I think everybody expected. But the thing is, it's dumb. It's kind of a bad game, but I'm really enjoying it. So
yeah,
it's bright and colorful, and it makes my brain happy.
Yeah, it's the Skinner box where you keep getting new shiny. And whenever a legendary drops, it makes lots of noise and throws a star on it. And yeah, I think while inconsistent, I think the gunplay is good, maybe better than ever. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the enemies move more dynamically. Which makes
it is fun, but it also it's so floaty and the aiming feels laggy, but you kind of get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious what it's like on the PC, which I might buy in 5 years.
It's been laggy at all or anything like that.
Are you playing mouse and keyboard or controller?
Yeah, mouse and keyboard.
I like it. I like 99% of my games on a console, but I like playing Borderlands on a PC.
Yeah.
I think it's because movements of bad guys are predictable, so it's easier to track them.
Yeah. Well, great. Any final thoughts as we wrap up here and as our initial impressions? I'm gonna keep playing it. I actually hope to beat it. I might turn the volume down, especially after I just met Tina, not Tiny anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep playing. I've got 3 of the instruments, just a few more, and I get to wake the windfish. So
nice.
Oh, you meant this game? Yeah. No, I'll play a little more.
Oh man,
you guys need to start. You need to record your friggin' Zelda cast.
It's real good.
It is very good.
We're not talking about Zelda.
Yeah, but it also some of the game design is a little outdated, but it's it's kind of charming in a way.
Yeah. And I like.
Are you talking about Zelda or Borderlands?
I'm talking about. It's charming, so I'm talking about Zelda.
I'm gonna kill you.
Kieran, cut in some Zelda footage here.
Look how cute he is. Please just say your final thoughts so that I can go. Please.
I've found out a fun thing you can do in Borderlands 3. So when you are fast traveling, it gives you a little countdown timer. And so it's fun. So you count down the timer and then you can jump off a cliff. And before you die, you get warped away. But then also what you can do is you can tell your friends to do it. And when they jump, you can cancel the fast travel after they jump and then they die.
Well, everybody, that's a hot tip from
that's a pro strat
your good buddy
there.
Nick Bristow. When you want to,
you go. All right,
charge
guys,
your friend $1,000
jump
for
in 3,
playing with you.
2, 1, and then when they jump, you cancel it.
I love it. That's a great tip. That's a great tip to make your friends met. Yeah. What?
Where's my Switch port?
Of Borderlands?
Yeah, of any Borderlands. It doesn't even have to be this one.
I don't know, man. It's too hard. There's too many physics.
Dude, there's none. There's none physics. I've looked. There isn't any.
If you shotgun some people, sometimes they fall weird.
This game
they fly.
barely runs on a PlayStation 4 Pro.
Yeah. If you think it runs like shit on PlayStation 4 Pro, how do you think it's going to go?
It doesn't look that great. They could disable some stuff. It'd be fine.
That's true.
Did they do Borderlands 2 on Switch?
No, they did not.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Well, there you go. Nika, how about you? Again, you're very, very early, but
Nika, how about you?
I just started the game, but I think I'd like to keep playing it. I enjoy it. I will play through it.
Yeah.
And have fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any final thoughts, Mr. Bachmann?
No. I'm uninstalling it right now. I love it. It's a great game.
10 stars.
It's just complete. I like the shooting. I like hitting E when I see green LEDs, and I hate everything else.
There's a version of this game that I love, and this is not it, but it's still Borderlands, and so I'll play it. So thank you so much, everyone, for this little quick, not so quick impressions thing. Maybe we'll do an update when all of us finally beat it at the end of this summer, and we still talk to each other in the future. You can find more of the things I do at Tim Lanning on Twitter, or follow us on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/GeeklyInc, or YouTube at youtube.com/GeeklyInc. Thanks so much. Where can we find you guys?
You can find me at Nika_Howard.
You can find me at Bristow on Twitter.
I'm at the Mike Bachmann.
Make sure to subscribe to stay up to date, or head over to GeeklyInc.com to see all the content we do. Follow Tim on Twitter at Tim Lanning, or follow me on Twitter at Mr. K_Bennett.